Hi everyone, Sonia from Sonia's Mixed Media. I'm back today with some more reverse collage. If you've been following my channel, you would have noticed that I've been working in abandoned places, and as you've seen, a few of us on YouTube following Dede Willingham have been working in our abandoned places book and altering the pages. So I haven't done a lot of painting in this in the last couple of weeks. I've been busy with a few other projects, but I have stuck in some more images on the pages just to sort of get ready, painted some things, backgrounds out, but I haven't really actually finished a whole lot more in this. I have gone and lacquered, I guess it's called lacquered, but put a gloss, finishing gloss on some of my pages. So this one has got the gloss on it, so that is finished. And I glossed this one. They feel beautiful once they're glossed, so smooth. And then they get that beautiful shine. You can see it in the camera there. And this is still one of my very favourite pages. I don't know what it is, but I just really love the blue and red, I guess. Like I said before, I'm a blue and red girl. So yeah, went ahead and glossed a few pages in this, some of the finished ones. But haven't done a whole lot more because I have actually been working on 2 more reverse collage journals. So I'll show you those. So the first one is this one here, which actually was it's a recycled book, and I don't know if you can see it, but you can still see the imprint underneath, but it actually says The Vampire Book. And the back cover's still there. Picked it up at a charity shop. And I love it because the cover is not only really sturdy, but it's kind of padded. I don't know if they put a little bit of foam under the cover or what, but it's kind of padded, so it's nice to feel. It's quite a heavy book because the pages are very thick, almost like cardstock quality. So that's why I use this book. It's just a good quality book. I just painted the cover black just to get rid of that vampire images at the front. And the white speckles on here is actually from when I'm flicking my fan brush and with the white paint to make planets and stars and things. And when I'm doing it on my desk, this sits on my desk, and this is actually copying some of that white stardust, which is quite good. So it's decorating itself. So yeah, I've been working in this and doing a few collages, reverse collage, and I have been using some of the background images in it, painting out the rest and adding my own collage details to it. Now this is the very first one I did in this book, and if I remember correctly, I think the cobweb I added. I think this yellow part, these flowers were already on the page. I'm really trying to think here because it was quite a while. And I have a feeling that this angel may have been here, but I've added the wings and the halo. So this angel person here and this yellow flowery thing with the white, I think that was already on the page. The rest I painted out and added my own collage fodder. I think this part was here as well. So I added the bird and the gears, and the staircase, the planets, this section over here, the Posca pen is down here. Added all the rest. So that's my first page in this one. A lot of these pages I haven't done anything to yet, but I'll just go through. I've added a lot of fodder. So when you do a book like this, where you just use any book, or you're going from straight white paper even, you have to add a lot of your own collage fodder because the images aren't there like they are in abandoned places. Like abandoned places, you already have abandoned building to work with, a staircase or a hallway or windows. If you're starting from a blank book with nothing on the pages at all, you're going to have to add every single bit of collage to make your world. Or you can use a book like this where there is images in the background and you can choose to use them if you wish. This one didn't have a lot of images that I wanted to use in the background, so I just went ahead and put a lot of collage fodder on my pages. So this one has to be all painted out, and I just go ahead and put in whatever I feel like at the time. And then, if I don't like it while I'm painting it out, you just paint over it. Like say I go, oh, well, that fish is not sort of working for me. I'll just paint over it and paint it out, or just use parts of that and paint the rest out. So never be scared to add collage fodder to your page, because you can always paint over it if you decide you don't want a certain image. So this is another one I've added fodder to. These were pretty white pages, so. Now this one here, a lot of these pages have got beautifully coloured backgrounds. So a lot of it's black and then pink or aqua or blue or yellow. Yeah, sort of that gothic feel, because it is a vampire book. So a lot of this, you can see in the background, this pink with this flowers, these roses and thorns and things, is in the background, and I'll probably keep that. But added a lot of collage fodder on this one. This bird here is actually a colouring page that I coloured and put in there. Okay, so this again here, you can see this is the background. I just left this here. I don't know if I'll use a part of it or if it'll become something, or I can just paint it out. So they've all had the matte medium put on them, so they're all ready to go as well. So like Dede explains, when you put your collage fodder down, I have no idea what this world is going to become. I don't have anything planned in my mind. I kind of know that this is going to be a planet. These are probably going to be planets in the sky. But apart from that, I have no idea what this world's going to be or what it's going to look like. There's no plan until I start getting the paint down, and you kind of just start seeing things as they happen. This is one that I've completed. I really like this one. It all just kind of blended really nicely, and it's kind of a pastel-y effect. It's very different from anything I do in abandoned places, and I think it worked really nicely. This was just a head of a flamingo, which you can't even really tell now, but it's just got the eye left, but I love how that blended in. This was a flower up the top, a world, you can see the world there, a clock. I just painted these circles in. Love how the horse or unicorn blends in with the water there. I just really like how this one turned out, very different to what I'm used to. So this page I haven't done anything on it yet. So like I said, vampire book, this is all about vampires, I guess it's made for kids and teenagers, when the whole Twilight thing came out. But yeah, so, I may keep some of these images in the background, I may keep this guy here. It says Dead Ugly. yeah, I might keep him, or I might keep this one here. You know, I just have to, you know, add my collage to this. Okay, another one that I've been working on. Yeah, pretty much added all the collage on this, I think. Don't think there's anything I kept from the background of this page at all, except for maybe the blue colour. I think the blue may have inspired me, and that's why I went with the bluish red theme. So there's nothing on that page that was originally there. Okay, so this one, kind of like this guy here with the fire. I also like this girl up here, so they would probably remain. I've just added a bit of grass type stuff on the side here. Nothing done on that one. It's a pity it goes this way because there's a great, there's a wolf there. Nothing on that one. Okay, this one, what I did was I painted out the background first. So I painted it all out pink and white, did a bit of stenciling. And then I went in and put my collage. So you can kind of do it the reverse way to start with. You can paint everything out and then do your collage and then paint again. Or don't worry about painting out first and just stick your collage down. It's just kind of an extra step, but sometimes it inspires you a little bit more if you've already painted out the background. So I did keep this here because it's got this kind of a globe world on this necklace, which I thought was awesome to have. So I kept that, and the rest I've all added. But you can see that bit of stenciling I did there. I can't even remember what I used to make those circly spongy bits, but I quite like it. This one, again, the green has inspired me with the green fish. This one, again, I did a bit of stenciling here with the letters, painted out the background, and then did my collage. Just sort of blacked out some writing here. Yeah, as you can see, the pages are very thick, cardboard-like. This is my favourite page that I've done in this book so far. It just came across really well. Again, I added everything on this page. And yeah, just love how it all kind of blended together. So these were just some like stones that were almost like stepping stones. So this was a bit of collage about that big. So I painted so that it looks like they go right up to the top here. And then we had some ocean. And I put some rockery down here and got the water so that it comes down the rocks and down to the ground over here. I made some steps coming up here to kind of blend in with these rocks over here. We got the these people, I don't know what they are, witches or whatever, standing on this platform. You know, I painted a world in here. And yeah, I just think it was really nice. This one here was, again, a little bit of a Celtic pattern from a colouring book. So I put that in and made like a flag out of it that the bird's holding. So yeah, really like how this one came out. And it's ready for a gloss, I think. Nothing on that one or that one. Let's see what else I've done. Okay, so I've coloured in the background and then added some fodder to it. This Indian goddess here was already on the page. Very cool imagery here. and the flowers. I may keep all of that. This one I've just added some collage, started painting a little bit down here. I think I had some orange paint I wanted to get rid of, so I just quickly put that in. But yeah, this is in the background. I'll be keeping this guy, son, man, whatever he is. Let's see if I got any more done here. This one, again, painted out the background, just put a forest image here, added a bit more collage. Yeah, this needs more collage on it. Just flip to the back, see if I got anything else. Okay, just added some collage images here. The girl was already on the page. This one, just some collage using some of those colouring book images. And I think that may be about all I've done in this one. Oh no, I've done this one as well, which I'm liking the look of. Again, painted out the background. Yeah, this lady with her cat was already on the page, but the train wasn't, so I kind of wrapped that around her neck, which I really like the look of. Added some stenciling, some butterflies this time, and again, a colour book image, which I really like using the colouring book black and white images in this. I think it's blending and gonna look nice. It's completely different to working in abandoned places. It's just, I don't know, it's a little bit more freedom to create whatever you want kind of thing. So yeah, this is why I haven't had too much going on in abandoned places, because I've been so busy working in this one as well. Crazy, I know. And then when I'm sick of those two, I have this one. This is my mini one. This one stays on my desk. It's about the size of my hand. And it's my mini reverse collage journal. And Dede actually has one of these, or two of these as well, that she has. I think they may be even smaller than this. But I use this one when I kind of get a bit ho-hum, a little bit sick of these ones. Like, not that I'm sick of them, but abandoned places and this other journal I just showed you, each page takes a long time. Anyone who does them knows that they're really a labour of love. I could sit there good 2 hours, working on a page. That's everything from the collage to the painting to the finished thing. Could even go 3 hours, So you really got to be invested and have a lot of time on your hands. This one here is when I just feel like doing something for 15-20 minutes. And I can easily finish a page in that time, especially if I've already got the collage down. 15-20 minutes I could have it painted out and it's done. So these are little mini works that when the bug bites to do reverse collage, sometimes I just go to my mini one. So I haven't decorated the cover yet. It's just this little book from Pandora, the jewellery company. It was a free book when we bought some Pandora beads, and it has this little elastic band, which is handy. And I have started doing collage in it. So I had to rip the first few pages out because I'd written on them. So don't mind that. But yeah, just little tiny mini collages. So this was the very first one I did. And what I do is I keep a little tray on my desk, and it's got all my tiny little images and scraps left over from my big images. And I just chuck them into this little tray that I've got. It's a little takeaway plastic container from the Chinese takeaway store. And I just chuck in all small bits and pieces that I have. And yeah, and this is just for this tiny little collage book. And they really don't take long at all to make little worlds from. So this is the second one I've done. So this is just starting from completely blank white paper. And I've added, so this one here, I've added the background scene. So that's one image. This arch was 2. The feather was 3. The world was 4. This here is 5, and this one here was 6. So this page has got 6 collage images on it, and the rest I painted out. Okay, this one here is a little less. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 images on this one. And again, when I put the images down, I really have no idea what's going to become of them. It depends on how much time I've got. I might have 5 minutes to work on it and I might have to come back to it later, or I might have a good 20 minutes and, you know, finish it. This is my pages that I've just added these tiny bits of collage to. So it's the whole same thing as doing a normal journal, but in miniature. And this is another one. Hope you can see that. So this here where the planets were, this was actually a piece of, a slice of ice cream for a recipe to make like a cherry ice cream at Christmas time. So it had cherries and strawberries or something in it, and this was all white ice cream. And I made the cherry parts into planets. This here you can probably see a bit better. One of the cherries there. So I just made them into little planets. And this was already here, this red stripes on this road. I just sort of carried them on. This here was just a bit of collage. I don't know even what it was, planet or whatever, and I just continued it down here. So just collage on this one, ready to be painted out. And this one. And I like this little mini book because I can easily take this into my living room at night, and I'll be watching, you know, some Netflix, and just have my little container, my little glue stick and my small scissors, and I can just do it on my lap quite easily while watching TV, and I don't got to be stuck on my art desk away from the rest of the family. I can do this on my lap, and yeah, it's just a whole lot easier. And with these, I haven't even used matte medium for them at all. I just use a glue stick. You know, the one that's blue, you put it on blue, it dries clear. Like, I think it's called Blue Stick. I just use one of those. And I don't even bother putting matte medium over my images. They're so tiny that it seems to not really... I can still paint over my images. They seem to be fine. Maybe it's because they're so little, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's just seems to be a lot easier. And I'm really enjoying this one and finding some great little images that I otherwise would not have used. Like this mountain, I mean, I couldn't use that in my abandoned places. It's just too little. So yeah. And then I've done some in the middle, working from front, back, middle, front, back, middle. So this one I did. This one was just a fashion lady, and I turned it into a bird woman. She had her hands on her shoulders, and I sort of thought they looked like wings. So I made her into this kind of bird-like creature. She already had these feathery hat on, So just kind of emphasised the feathers on the hat and made a big beak for her. And then we have the owl over here, which I gave her a tyre crown. Yeah, this was a tyre off of a car. And this was the middle of the tyre, but I just painted it out to sort of make this crown type thing. And then with the flowers at the bottom, only these two flowers were actually collage, and the rest I just sort of painted in to sort of make it look like there was more of them. And then the cliffs in the background, these sections were already darkish colour, like holes in the cliffs, so I just painted them black and added little planets in there. And my little UFO that I like to play around in some of my collage images, I like to stick a little UFO in there. This one here, like I said, sometimes I've only got 5 minutes. So the images were down and I just had some black paint left on my palette. And I thought, oh, I hate leaving paint on my palette and just leaving it to dry or washing it away. It's just, I think, oh, that's a waste of paint. So I just came in here and used it up. So I just kind of worked on that a little bit. And then some more collage at the back. And yeah, they really excite me when I see these little images together. I think, oh, I can't wait to get painting on that. And it's so cute. This one. Again, another one. I just quickly had a couple minutes, so just quickly painted in the sky and put a bit of green in here. I think there already was a bit of green grass here, so I must have had a bit of green, so I just painted that. It's a bit not really the right green. I kind of want to change that, a bit darker green, but I must have had it ready, so I just put it in there. This one's finished. Oh, not quite finished. I have to blend this flower in because I did finish this page, and then I found I had this flower just sitting in front of me on my desk for some reason. I must have cut it out for something else. And I thought, I can use that in this book. And then I just sort of thought, oh, I'll stick it in this page, but it's kind of not really blended in. So I might just have to put a little bit of water or something over it just to blend it a little bit into the page. What else have we got? This one is my favourite so far. I love this page. Got the fish. And I gave him kind of this, there was this bolt or squirrel I found an image of in a magazine, and I made that his eye. And I painted in a planet that is coming out of this world. I love this hand. Found in a book of mine or with altered artworks. So I put that in. There's some jewellery. This was in a jewellery magazine, another planet. And here, little farmhouse out in the middle of nowhere. So just sort of continued that on. But yeah, it's one of my favourite images in this book so far. And just some more collage here. I think that's about it. So yeah, this is my little reverse collage mini book. So yeah, so if you ever think, oh, I love doing this, but you know, I just don't have 2-3 hours to spare, maybe having a little mini one is the answer. So yeah, I now have 3 reverse collage books on the go. Crazy me. And my 2 other abandoned books arrived. One's called Abandoned Futures, and the other one is Forgotten Heritage, which Dede has. And they are, Forgotten Heritage is absolutely huge. I mean, you think Abandoned Places is a big book. Forgotten Heritage is huge. The pages are bigger. The book, I swear, is fatter. I haven't looked at how many pages it's got, but I swear it's fatter. The whole thing is just bigger. And after doing this one, I'm kind of looking at them now going, oh my God, you know, I'm not going to be able to do these, you know, even start these for about 2-3 years. But I do love the images. I'm not sure if they're going to end up reverse collage books in the end. I think I may be over the whole thing by then, because I'm just one of those people that I like to do it until while I love it, and then once I don't love it anymore, I just stop and do something different. There's some artists out there that can just do the one sort of art for years. You know, they can be, okay, I love watercolor painting. That's something I do like doing too. But that's all they do is watercolor painting. And yes, they become fantastic at it and they're awesome at it, and you can really tell, and they say, oh, well, I've been doing it for years and years. But I'm not one of those people. I can't just do watercolor or whatever it is, reverse collage, or even when I do my knitting or crochet, or I can't just stick to the one art for 10 years or 5 years or even a year. I can't. I love diversity. I love finding new things, being inspired by new arts and crafts, and all you YouTubers out there that have fantastic ideas. That's what keeps me creating art, is being inspired by others and their new artworks that I haven't seen or haven't tried yet. And yeah, so went on a bit of a ramble there, didn't I? But yeah, that's just me. So I don't know if I'll ever even get to those 2 other abandoned books that I've purchased. But if I don't, I'm thinking they have excellent collage fodder in them. So, and I do love collage, all types of collage. And I have another collage journal that I haven't showed you here. It's not reverse collage, and it's not my collage weekly journal. It's a different journal again. Yes, I have another journal that I'm also working on, and I'll be back with another video very soon, and I'll show you what I've been secretly working on in that as well. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you have a great day and create something. Bye.